they'll obviously have missed out on that. I'd expect a mid lane pick here for T1 to match up into BDD, but apparently not. They think there's enough available for Faker, or at least the priority list has dropped. So instead, the Ornn going to come through do it, but instead looking in a different direction. I feel like they need AD with his composition, and that means gotta be the Nasus. Gotta be the Nasus.
Of course.
And T1 fans holding their breath as they saw the 10 lost streak Corki hovered there. A lot of the targets just aren't able to get a cut through his sustain, and then the Bard comes through for Keria. I'm not really a big fan of Bard here. I think Bard is best utilized when you're playing into a mobile carries. You can set up an ult on them. Yeah, I guess maybe concerned about playing into the double ranged as ranged melee.
Well, Keria got one. Also
the smite.
Forced the smite, yeah. And now Barrel's just 1v1ing a Ziggs with Ignite. And, I mean, Guma, the Ziggs, level 1 is not very strong. And here comes Barrel again. That's another jump forward, although now with the wave coming in, Barrel is going to back.
I think Def now being towards the bot side of the map also due to... Oh,
nice reaction from Guma. Barrel sprinting straight at him. At the end of the day, though, good reaction, but Barrel is able to trade flashes with the Ziggs, which is see if he can do so. Pyosik, yeah, he's just level 3. He's coming in behind Faker, as they do know that the Skarner is here, and now Faker going to be knocked towards the wall. He does dodge the knock-up here. He goes for the ghost, but he's basically just running in circles, waiting for Owner to come on over, who is going to bail him out. But now a bit of damage into Owner as well. The Unbind comes in and forces the flash from Owner. The flash on in for BDD, and he gets first blood just like that.
Out of that Conquer early on, I think that's what ends up being the main issue. Because as we can see, initial setup here, not finding the Q3 and not finding the wall slam. Ghost.
Keep going.
It's just not enough. And
go for Vi.
The fact that Owner, I think, could have flashed a lot earlier here and denied a lot of the Skarner damage.
Got him.
Could have probably kept him alive.
Yeah, a little bit of a trap. I mean, Barrel's here as well, and could try to go for it, though. The flash on in, the Ornhorn going to be blown here as well. Perfect, not even bothering to flash, and it's going to bite him back as that is the kill. Owner comes in and just way too much CC, more than perfect.
But particularly the Nasus benefits a lot from that movement speed at close distance.
Trying to clear the wave here. He's got Keria to just stasis everything up there, and this is an Ornn as the Impale will come in, but the stun is there from Keria, and the knockup from the Ornn, but Def, he lives just barely, and eventually does go down to Keria's auto. Barrel as well. It's going to bite the dust eventually as Baker comes in, just collects a kill.
But already reinforcements on the way here for T1.
Yeah, and I mean the setup here from the side of T1, especially because Pyosik is just
dead. He's just
alone farming in the jungle. I mean, he's Skarner. He can go through walls. Surely he's dead.
Yeah, he's gone through walls towards T1's base.
Yeah, the only question is who gets the kill. It will be the Vi. It's about to get very interesting. Let's see, BDD looking for the knockup, and now the Ornhorn's going to be called. Nice little angle, but a big engage from Barrel into the equalizer, and Impale, it's just a massive wobble that comes in. T1 are trying to turn something. They do get the 1 kill, and a massive Bard ult as well. But at the end of the day, do they have to follow up damage to kill any of these low health members is the question. Guma trying his best to do exactly that, but he can't get the 1 kill. Keria's going to go down, and BDD is still alive. And it's Guma Usier buzz, but he is gone as KT win a gigantic team fight.
That play. We'll see coming in. So initially, Keria kind of baiting out skills here. And this is the big factor. BDD's Unbound Soul used, and Death also gets knocked up. So the follow-up isn't there immediately, but just holds them over the fire here. And it does get a little bit messy. You know, Death gets focused down. Beryl ends up killing Faker and then also chasing down Keria, which is just the most Beryl thing ever. But he deserves those kills after that ult, I'm going to be honest.
Perfect, also barely living there with the shield. And BDD, if he goes unchecked in these longer fights and just can get spell rotation after spell rotation off.
It is a Skarner can get over walls though.
They're going to get the ults from Keria in there. And yeah, the Skarner goes in and it just goes over to Pyosik. And they do have this magical journey. Beryl trying to follow, but he just says, no, it's not worth it. We got the Drake.
the Worlds for the loser. It's over as BDD is going deep.
Yeah, just doing Yone things, and the Ziggs just not very much like that.
둥지 안으로 들어가야 될 때 내가?
Just saying, I have to go in.
95. Oh. There, and obviously a lot of damage coming in. The equalizer being dropped.
나이스
Don't go
나이스.
too far.
다행이다.
Oh, thank
뭐야
God.
뺏었네? 지렸다잉. 오케이.
Dies, right? Like 1 or 2 W's alone could be enough as...
Okay, that is a big committal, but it's a Keria ult to deny all the damage, and now T1 are perfectly set up for the wombo combo once again. Equalizer comes down, it's a perfect angle from Perfect, and T1 are burnt to a crisp as KT will win the fight and will take the Baron.
The anti-synergy on display. Keria goes for the flashy play, and then
demolishing KT in game number 1. It's going to feel very different. The insanity that the flash redirect on the Q works. And then
even the Ornn
dodges everything.
Wild. 6 ults.
I'm not gonna lie, if he'd bought a Seeker's Arm Guard and used it there, I would be saying that's one of the highest value Seeker's Arm Guards. If it would be his own team's Bard, I would have said that was one of the best Bard ults we've seen.
Huge. And of course, T1 heavily over-investing is not going to get in, but they get the turret, and that's the main goal.
Yeah. I mean, with the Baron just trying to really escalate your gold lead, and now trying to flash on a guy who's invisible, and Owner has to go in. Bit of damage to Ziggs ult over the top, and they finally do get Perfect. It's a trade 1-for-1, but Faker is probably going to go down. This is a pretty decent Bard ult, but it's only going to delay the inevitable as Faker, super low, he's in the back line, gets ulted on, down he will go. It's a triple for Deft, who's just...
Eventually they get the turn on the Perfect, but...
Well, this is just insult to injury. Guma doesn't have flash, and I think eventually he should die. There you go. Pyosik just gonna pop him on the head with a claw.
But now that the Kaisa is online, he's getting bonked on the head.
Yeah, Def just is in melee range against a big Nasus who isn't very fed, but actually it's just a bait all along. As Faker's running the other way. There's a Bard ult. Faker's like, I need more stacks. Hold on. Not the best timing there, and now this fight is very broken up. That's a double impale, and both these guys are just dead. As is just caught in the crossfire. He's going to be going down as well. KT just crossing their eyes, crossing their T's, dotting their eyes, rather. As Faker is still just holding the wave, trying to keep the game alive.
He's just building stacks, right? It's what Nasus does.
Still farming.
Yeah,
eventually he'll get there.
Barrel's going to win this 1v1. Unfortunately, BDD on the way as well.
I mean, I guess he held the wave, but...
Yeah, BDD even QSS the Wither, so... he just need to hit a Q at some point.
Dodge everything! Nah, he's trying his best. I mean, the Nasus can be pretty funky like this. The ult will be committed to, as BDD has had enough. And they do take him down. He has gotten Yone 2 games in a row, and T1 have not given the respect to that just yet, as Keria this time trying to actually set up a
Very
kill.
OP. Can't believe he just used walk.
He utilized the walk strategy.
Very powerful.
In the direction that Keria was not expecting. 10,000 gold ahead almost, are looking for their second Baron.
All they gotta do is turn. Just don't flip, don't risk giving it over. As long as Owner isn't allowed near the pit, does have flash and ult.
Well, they're trying to keep him out of the pit, and there is the turn. A lot of wombo combo bouncy castle behind the wall there.
Dead.
Yeah, BDD goes down, and Baker's pretty tanky, a big impale, but Pyosik getting low. I think the wallets might just be a bit too heavy, though. A pretty decent fight, all things considered, but the wallets are there for the side of KT. Damage avoidance from them.
You think of a BDD stepping out up the...
Oh, okay. The Zonya's going to have some big value there as BDD finds Guma, and you see the Ornn is desperate to try to save him, but he will go down anyway, and BDD will survive. The wallets are just gigantic right now on the side of KT. They take down the 2 carries, and that might just do it. KT Rolster looking for their first win in the series. Zay is desperate to just try to stop the wave from going down, but the TP will come in. And it's only Keria, as Steph 1 kill away from Legendary, I believe, here, as they will look to push to end and win game 2.
And this best of 5 after game 1 looked a little dicey, but KT bounced back in a big way, and the telecom war continues for its final world spot as the Nexus falter in game number 2.
The Nexus will fall, and we do, in fact, have a series on our hands. Anyone can take it from here, as KT have decided it's a bit late.
나풀 있거든? 나 팅클 잡았어? 나 살았어. 연수가 봐줘, 연수가 봐줘. 나 살았고? 봐줄게. 나왔어. 나갈게. 나 텔로 올게. 바이 맞을 사람? 끝내자. 나가자. 나 이거 바로 속도 없다, 괜찮아? 괜찮아. 끝내 없어. 나올란다, 이거 봐줄래? 나 이거 길게 하면 이 되겠을 것 같아. 괜찮아. 끝났어. 내가 핑할게. 우리 6층님.